carrying on here. Got the cylinder head on and just doing the final torquing with these GM 3.4 heads. You have to initially torque with the proper torque sequence. Hello again, guys. Back at it here. It's November 5th and it's freakishly warm today. It's about 20 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit at the moment, but I think it's about 70, maybe 69. Anyway, so continuing on to Grand Am. Got the heads on and started on the exhaust manifold at the back. As you can tell, the heat shield's off, so I didn't really have much of a choice. It was fairly corroded and I left it off. I had talked to a mechanic friend of mine. He said it's okay. It might increase underhood temperatures a bit, but anyways. One thing too is a lot of this hardware here, these break. So I'll try to give you the guy's parts number for that. You're gonna probably have to get a lot of new of these exhaust manifold studs, as well as this part here. I bought those today as well. These are over here. That's those there. So you can get these from GM still, and likely with a 3.4, you're gonna have to do that. And on a side note, I have really good access to this piece here, which is called this oil pump distributor drive shaft. It may have been replaced. I don't know. I got the intake manifold gaskets replaced under warranty a while ago, but it kind of looks like it's leaking. And the access right now is so easy to get at. And there's this Felpro 70194, which is supposed to be quite a bit better for sealing it. So while I'm here, I'm going to do it. One thing you want to do, this is somewhat like a distributor. So before you take it out, just mark it and pull the piece out, and then it makes it simpler when you're putting back in, and you know everything's meshed up correctly. I'm just going to keep going on the Grand Am here. Get the rest of the exhaust on. The hardest part for sure is back here. Another tip, put a mirror back there. Trying to get these studs in, especially the ones underneath, it's really hard to see what you're doing back there. This mirror trick works awesome. So I'm just going to try to give people little extra tips and tricks along the way, because there's a really good video out there on how to take it all apart, but anything I can do to help people along the way to make things easier for them. So, okay. So that's your distributor drive shaft seal. Well, not seal, but that's it right there. Let's remark this so it doesn't go away. Important. That's the piece there, and this typically leaks. And it's funny because I looked on an old invoice I had, and supposedly this had some type of new gasket put on, but you know what? It doesn't look like it. Good thing I didn't get charged for that. So I'm going to clean up the gasket surface, and again, I just keep remarking it so these marks don't fall off. But that's going to keep it so when you're putting it back in, you don't have to worry about it. I'm just going to clean that up there with some mineral spirits, clean up the mating surfaces, get them all nice. Okay guys, mating surfaces are cleaned. This Felpro gasket is quite a bit better. Well, it's quite a bit better than nothing. Like, you know, I don't know what happened there. You pay money, and guess what? Nothing happens. So anyways, clean this up a little more here. So you can go like that or like that. So this is kind of like putting a distributor in an older application, like where the distributor and the oil pump. Okay guys, I think I got it in. You get it about half in, and then you get a little bit of a tap with this. Don't be a caveman and totally bash it in, but a little bit in, a little bit of a tap there. The big thing I think is these alignment marks. Oh god, I'm bleeding. So anyways, hopefully that's that. Hopefully this thing, it's gonna operate fine. Seems like it's turning okay. You can hear it, you can hear the pump engaging, so I think we're all right. Look at that, the blood actually created a nice spot for the alignment. Anyways, still got work to do too, and this is gonna get my stupid cut. Anyways, so there you go. Next up, the hold down clamp goes on. Okay, these are the exhaust studs that go back there. I'm gonna try to send you guys a link of the video I had of the guy there. It's really easy to follow and everything, but you know, typically these things are gonna snap, just the way it is. GM, you can't get them from GM. They ain't cheap. Even with my discount, they were like $7 each. You need 6 of them. It's either part number 036130 or 101-82334. But it's the way it goes. I mean, this stuff just snaps, and you gotta look at the overall picture here. Doing this head gasket job, bringing it to a garage, you're going to be spending $2,000 or $3,000. So, I mean, yeah, you spend $50. What in total? I probably spent $70 in just exhaust hardware. But in the end, I mean, you're saving a hell of a lot of money by doing it yourself. Like, this kind of major surgery on a car this old is pretty much unheard of for the most part. Most people throw the car away at this point, but I'm just trying to keep this Grand Am going. I don't know why sometimes. Takes away from my fun projects, but I need this thing to work for me, so I don't really have much of a choice. So here's the exhaust studs, brand new, going in. There you go. Okay. I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory, but I'll pause it for now. Stuff gets in the way. Alright. I just always think ahead. This is for the fuel line. And if you're not paying attention, like, oh, I'll just put it down there and forget about it. Guess what? I'm trying to put your fuel line on, you gotta take the exhaust off. So just think ahead. This is another line too. There's 2 small brackets down there. You might want to feed them up. Feed them up, tape them up, so they're easier to access. You don't have to, when you're reassembling everything, it's kind of easier to get at. So maybe I'll just put some tape there, but I try my best to think ahead. Alright, so there's all the nice hardware and everything reattached. Keep this a little loose because you're going to try to line it up down there. But just keep carrying on here. Next thing up would be this, the front manifold. And yeah, so these, I don't know if you can tell, these things as well. I had my friend resurface these heads to give it additional to make the surface a little easier to deal with in terms of anyways, yeah, let's carry on. Okay guys, just continuing on with the exhaust install on the 3.4. Just clean these up, take a minute. I mean, this is a great tool I have and all, so, you know, you can use a wire brush if need be, but something like this here is just awesome. So just clean up the mating flange, put like a few extra steps in here. So you're sometimes able to salvage some of these exhaust studs like this one, but if you need more, these go into the actual head itself to secure the manifold to the head. It's either 101 882 334 or 036 130. And for the nuts, just go to your fastener shop, get some flange nut and metric. I think it's a 30, an 8. Don't quote me on that, but anyways, it's fairly easy. So that's how you solve that problem. Okay, there's the new gaskets on there. I got all these are all Felpro. There's a kit available that has everything you need for the top end. Well, pretty much everything from what I can tell. Some of it I'm not using. I mean, I didn't bother changing the valve springs or the seals in there, so they should still be good. So basically, yeah, you just get this Felpro kit. You get that new one of these, and it's all nicely ready to make an impression upon, to crush. I might just give these studs a little torque as well, just to put them in. You can fit I think it's 13/16 wrench on there, just a few turns. Don't go too much there, just enough to tighten it up. Okay. Okay, a little turn. Oh, it ain't that one. Oh yes, it is, but it's that end. There you go, a little turn there, seat it. So anyways, do that. I do it anyways. Don't go berserk, just like that, you know? Don't be a berserker. There you go. So continuing on here, I should also mention that some of these were snapped, and my friend had to helicoil the inserts there to make it so it would work. They're a little loose, some of the helicoils, just because that's what happens. The threads are buggered, and then you put a helicoil in there. It makes it usable at least. So another reason why I'm trying to just put a few turns in there to make sure that they're seated nicely. I just thought I'd mention that. Alright, so there's our cleaned up exhaust manifold. The studs are nice, eh? Like, studs make things easier to put on sometimes. There you go. There you go.